Good morning. Even though yesterday was kind of a stolen day off from me, I still had a good time. I mean, it's not like I was working, right? I love these mornings where I go riding along this river. It's just so peaceful to go through this part of town, especially on your way to work. I got a long day today. First, I've got a full day worth of classes, and then after that I'm headed up to Guangzhou for 2 nights. Gonna do some consulate work at the embassy, renew my passport, and then there's a networking event with the Consulate General that I'll be attending on Thursday night. So I've got a couple of days going to be in the Tianhe part of Guangzhou, which is the, I think it's called Zhujiang New Town. It's the newer part, the glitzy and glamoury part of the city. It's away from the old part of the city, so everything is much more expensive than the other parts of the town. That's a boat that didn't quite make it. All these motorbikes and e-bikes, and then you come across this beast, which is a beautiful bike, but very illegal here in Zhongshan. Day is done. Now I gotta get to the train station before the last train. It's easier said than done. I mean, the train station's on the other side of town from my office, so it takes a little while to get there, but I'm hurrying. I got the e-bike on full charge. Let's see if I can make the last train. I made it to the train station, but I have about an hour. But you never know with the queue to buy tickets. Remember, I can't buy them online as a foreigner. I have to wait in line. Would you look at that? It's empty. I have never seen this place empty. Score for Paul. Well, I made it with plenty of time to spare, and there was really no rush. But especially with the queue not being non-existent, just got my ticket right away, got my return ticket too. That's the way to do it. And of course, I love the train station late at night when there's nobody here. It's just smoother, easier, the train will be quiet. It's gonna be very nice. Now, when I get to Guangzhou, I still have to get on the subway to get into Zhujiang New Town, where the hotel is. I'm staying in an apartment, actually, not a hotel. Right near the consulate, because in the morning I have an appointment to get my passport renewed. Now, if you know China, or if you know of China, you know the crowds are ridiculous. Even in a small town, they can be overwhelming at times, but it's about a little after 10 o'clock at night, and you can see I'm one of the only ones here, which is very, very nice to come to a place that's usually crowded and it's dead quiet. Usually means the train will be dead too. It'll be very quiet. It's going to take about 30 minutes to get up to Guangzhou, and then from there it's going to be about another hour, almost an hour on the subway to get into Zhujiang New Town. And then I have to find the apartment. Apartments are harder to find than the hotels, even though you save a couple bucks on it. I have to find the entrance, and I have to figure out how I'm going to check in too. The adventure of the night isn't over yet. This is what a first-class cabin looks like, at least on this train. There's many different types of trains. There's a fly in here. There's many different types of trains in China on the high-speed side. You have your super fast, and you have your regional trains that are a little bit slower. The super fast ones go about 300 kilometers an hour, top speed. Those go from the major cities to the major cities. Because I'm coming from Zhongshan, Xiaolan to Guangzhou, it's one of the slower trains, and it's only 200 kilometers per hour. First class, there's 4 seats per row, 2 on each side. It's very comfortable. It's very very smooth ride. The second class have 3 seats on one side and 2 on the other, so they're a little bit more narrow. These regional trains rarely sell out. The reason is they sell the seats, but then they sell standing room only as well. So that means that there is a limit, of course, but you can buy a seat, but if you're there, all the seats are sold out, you get the standing room and you stand in the vestibules. And so during the regular day, there's always people wandering about, standing near the entries and exits, near the restrooms. The reason is it's a smaller train, and it's it's considered more like a regional, I don't want to say a regional subway, but a regional transit. So a lot more people use this for commuting as opposed to long distance. Now you can see in my eyes, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day, rush to the train, and it'll be about 11:30 by the time I check in. So I'm going to crash tonight. Guangzhou non-arrival hall, and it's very convenient because you just get off your train and get right on the subway. The Guangzhou subway system is surprisingly easy to navigate. It's a big city and it goes everywhere, and they open up lines and extensions often, it seems. But this late at night, a lot of the lines stop running, so you really have to run to catch the last train. I think I'm barely going to catch the 7, otherwise I have to go up and around to get to my location. Again, just like any subway in the world, you can get in the middle of the train and be stuck with the crowd, or you can go to the end where there's nobody. Yep, sure enough, I missed the number 3 line, so I'm stuck in the middle of southern Guangzhou. I'm gonna try and hop on a bus, maybe take a cab, but that's quite unfortunate. Because the train stopped running and it's too late to catch a bus, it'll be another hour and a half on the bus, even if I think the bus has stopped running. I have decided to hop into a cab. And he's trying to pick up this dude here too, but I'm already paying for it, man. So, yeah, they'll do that. You negotiate a price and then they try to pick up other passengers that are on the way. So, but you still have to pay full price, so don't let them do that, man. Just let them go. Well, that was 1,000,000 times faster than the bus, won't lie. No traffic. Now the apartment I'm in, somewhere in this complex. One thing about apartments, when you rent an apartment, it's not Airbnb. You know, you have to go to the management desk, and in this case the management desk is in a whole other building about a block away, and they walk you to the apartment. Now it's great because where I'm staying is in the heart of everything. I mean, I'm right across the street from the consulate, right in Tianhe, Newtown. The hotels around here can be exceedingly expensive, especially this time of year near the Canton Fair. So you get an apartment for very cheap, but there are some drawbacks. And of course, one of the drawbacks is that it's not easy to find and there's no service, especially late at night. But I got here, I'm checked in, and one of the things, if you arrive late at night, none of the places around here are serving food. So I just got a 7-Eleven and got this. I have no idea what it is, but I'm gonna heat it up in the microwave and find out. Smells good, at least. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's very unfortunate. Especially at 4 a.m. It's pretty quiet. Except for in my apartment. Because this apartment, they left all the windows open. And it is mosquito season. Every now and then, you know, they're hovering above my bed. And I am getting eaten alive. I've been asleep for about 4 hours, and my whole left arm has bites on it. Now, I'm not one that gets bitten by mosquitoes very often, so I had to get up, get dressed, head downstairs, walk across the street to the 7-Eleven, and praying they have mosquito repellent. Oh, I found some. It's not the spray, they call it mosquito balm. Dude, it's pretty cool. It's like 20 RMB. He said just rub it on your skin, you'll be fine. I hope this stuff works. It smells bloody awful. I put it all over the exposed areas. Hopefully that buzzing will stop in my ear, and hopefully I won't get bitten anymore. I'm itchy all over. There are good and bad things about an apartment. This is one of the bad things.